we've got 2 dates to go on, and these are proper dates because we met the 2 girls in the intro where we speed dated 4 girls. We chose 2, and lads, if I'm honest with you, I've forgotten their names already. I know one's a goth chick and the other one is a psychologist. That's all I took away from that. Let's go, baby.
Hey, you right?
Okay, so the goth chick's up first.
Great.
Thank you. Sorry, caught me fixing my eyeliner again.
That is okay. I actually thought that I was the early one for once. Have you had many orders to process this week?
Lots. Plus, a celebrity client requested a piece. I turned it down.
Why? That's a great coup, surely.
They demanded to skip the queue. I owe too much to my core clients to drop them for an impatient prima donna. Anyways, Mercury is in retrograde, so hassle was expected. Tell me about your week.
Mercury in retrograde.
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah. So in fairness, I think astrology's a load of shit. But I wouldn't. If I was going on a date with someone, you wouldn't disrespect. To be fair, I don't think I'd disrespect people if I was talking to them in like real life. Was saying like a hobby they enjoyed was dog shit, even if I thought that was the same. Even if I thought that was true. Sorry. Yeah. Tell me about it.
I have heard of it, but I don't really know much actually about it.
It's an optical illusion where the planet Mercury appears to move backwards in the sky. It happens 3 or 4 times a year, and it basically just messes with technology and life.
Okay. Can't say that I've noticed
Wow.
too much disruption to my life.
Yeah, it's a bit,
Aside from me entering it.
a bit crazy.
So, do you want a drink?
Love a drink.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know how people believe in that. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a cool place, though. Thank you very much. Yes, cheers.
Unless I kind of do. I kind of do
You know
understand
what
it.
I've just realised? Speed dating is great because you...
Hold that thought, bro. I kind of do understand it. It's along the same lines as why people need certain things in their life to get them through it, to give them some hope, some sort of joy. That's why people like religion a lot of the times, because it gives them the strength to go and pursue things, to do things, to carry on with a good life. Some people need that, some people don't. I think the same with astrology. If it's a reason, if it's a means to an end, if it's a means to get some clarity, even though it's completely misguided as to why you might be feeling shit. Oh yeah, I'm feeling a bit shit today because Mercury's alignment's been knocked out of line by the stellar arrangements of Thor himself. Like, it's a way to explain how they feel, even though it's just fiction.
Jump straight into the face-to-face, so it eliminates any possibility of false advertising.
Mostly. I am a saleswoman, though.
Oh, so you're a good liar. Well, we put that to the test. Let's play a quick game of 2 truths and a lie.
I haven't played that in years.
2 truths and a lie.
I'll go first.
Yeah, sure.
I can speak 3 languages. My cousin was my prom date because nobody asked me. And growing up, I had a guinea pig called Chuckles, which is the lie.
That is quite a spread. I don't know which one I want to be the lie.
I don't think the language is a lie because it wasn't stated how proficient she was at any language. So I could say I speak 3 languages by going, oh, I'm speaking English. Donnez-moi un grand saucisson avec mon derrière. I could say I speak French. I could say Achtung. There you go, I'm speaking German. Not really sure. Prom date was a cousin. That wouldn't surprise me if it's the truth. A pet called Chuckles. I can't imagine she would give a pet the name Chuckles. Then again, I probably could believe that. I don't even know what the question is. Which one's the lie? Chuckles is the lie.
The Chuckles one is the lie. I can't see it.
You're very wrong. Chuckles existed and lived a long, happy life. Prom date's the lie. I went with my best mate, Danny. You know, we had the best time out of everyone.
No drama. Just good vibes.
Exactly. You know, Danny was worth all the boys at school more.
Should I be worried about Danny?
He's gay as Christmas. Your turn.
Not the question. That's not what I asked.
I have a third nibble. I have climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. I am a keen fisherman.
Tough ones. The nipple is the lie.
Is it?
I just can't see it.
Are you imagining me topless just there?
Purely for the purposes of the game. Don't flatter yourself.
You say so.
Nah, we've definitely got a third nipple. Even if we don't have a third nipple, let's just keep that as a bit of mystery, because I imagine she likes shit like that.
Incorrect.
So it's true. Can I see it?
No.
You
Exactly.
haven't that privilege yet.
Darn.
Playing the game, lads. Playing the game.
Why? Do I not strike you as the type?
Please, I'm still reeling from not being able to see the nipple.
I don't blame you. It's quite a spectacle.
Stop.
Shit, I wasn't even paying attention. What was the question? Correct. Let's just say correct.
That's true. I'm not a fisherman.
That's really
Yeah, I'm definitely not a fisherman.
I'm really impressed about the Kilimanjaro one.
I climb it every week.
Much to achieve those physically and mentally demanding feats.
Yeah, it was an amazing life experience.
I can imagine.
Okay, round 2. Go for it.
Okay. My parents met on the set of a porn film.
That probably does explain everything.
My real name isn't Azalea. My body count is more than 20. Is there one you want to be the lie?
I'm thinking.
Yeah, body count more than 20 needs to be the lie. Otherwise, I'm gone, lads. We are gone. She would not see me for dust.
The body count one is the lie.
Correct.
Wait, does that mean your name isn't really Azalea?
I'll explain another time. Gone by Azalea for a decade now.
Wait again. Does that mean that your parents met on a porno set? Oh,
They weren't starring in it. Don't get too excited. So basically, my mum was a makeup artist, and my dad owned the studio that it was being filmed in.
so as a makeup artist on a porno set, what does that entail?
I haven't really got into that conversation with my mum. I don't really think she would appreciate it.
Oh, I'd like to get that information.
I have octophobia, which is a fear of the number.
Definitely haven't got that. You'd have to have some
I
mental
mean,
issue
10
with it
hours
if you had a
sleep a
fear
night.
of that.
I collect novelty coasters.
The coasters is the lie. It's the most boring.
Oh, can't all be as interesting as
That's
you.
not the lie.
Was I right?
No.
Sorry, that one is true.
I'm chuffed. I was actually bluffing. I'm a collector myself.
Of?
Clocks. Small, handcrafted ones. Recently got this amazing cuckoo clock from Freiburg in Germany.
Cool, well, we'll have to compare collections sometime.
Good stuff.
I'd love that. So,
Oh, see,
Octophobia, the lie?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
that's definitely a lie. How could anybody be scared of the number 8?
I want to go about this by legitimate means.
Bingo.
Good. That would be an inconvenient phobia to live with. So, 10 hours is true?
Oh,
I work at night, so I have irregular sleep patterns.
Well, we have to work something out.
lads, I don't understand how you can
Rather
do that. You can need
accommodating to do.
10 hours sleep a day.
Nice.
That's ridiculous. It's far too
I
much.
was a junior clay pigeon shooting champion. I have more piercings that can't be seen than can.
Oh, no way. She's going to have a
And
funny
I'm
like a
allergic
Sarlacc
to
pit.
bullshit.
Is this a trick one?
Well, the lie is she's allergic to bullshit because you can't actually be allergic to bullshit.
Bullshit is the lie.
Wrong. I am totally allergic to bullshit.
Well, you're not, though, are you?
Minority.
No. Literally.
You are literally allergic to the shit that comes out the back of a bull.
I discovered it the hard
Oh,
way.
shit, she really is.
Cleaning out the stables at my uncle's farm.
Lad, this is a convenient lie, so she didn't need to shovel up shit. She's probably allergic to fish or something. She just rubbed a load of salmon in her face so she didn't have to scoop shit out the pens. I see through your game, mate.
And that's also where I learned clay pigeon shooting. But I never touch a gun now.
That sounds like an interesting childhood. So that means that the piercings are the lie, right?
Surprising, eh? Did you
It's
have some
surprising.
mental images, though?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't even give it a moment's thought. Can I loop back to the fact that your name isn't actually Azalea?
I'm not a habitual liar, I promise. Just ask me anything.
You're deflecting.
I said I'd explain another time, and there's
Your true
plenty
passion.
more to
I
learn
don't
about
really
me anyway.
care about her political views at all. I don't think that's a conversation for a date, to be honest. Political views, I don't think political views are really a thing that you discuss with a partner, are they? I think it's a bit of a weird one. Political views with a partner. I mean, I think I think sometimes politics do come up, but I just don't care. I don't particularly care. I don't think my last cares either, to be honest. Got better things to talk about, to be honest.
I want to know what you are really passionate about, Azalea.
Good one. Doesn't get asked enough. I've dabbled in all sorts, so whilst my business is what I enjoy at the moment, I know it won't last forever.
You get bored easily?
No, it's just I'm still searching for my true passion.
Yeah, no, I get that. Well, I hope you find it soon.
Thanks.
So,
Lads, where are you?
why did you get that drunk in a place like this?
What the hell?
Sorry, lad. Looks like you could use a bit of extra colour on that Halloween costume.
Ooh, what a dick. Easy now.
Oi! Prick! That's not on.
Are you really gonna come at me like this?
Azalea, leave.
I can handle myself, Ryan.
Listen to your
Mate.
friend, Lady Dracula.
This guy's doubling down.
You've got a big mouth, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very witty.
In this situation, right, it's a tough one, but I'll tell you my initial thoughts. If this was just our first date and I don't know her from Adam, and she told me to back down, I would let her crack on with it. I would just let her get choked out, because I'm not about to get choked out tonight. I think some people need to chill out. This guy's double my size. I don't fancy taking a month off work with a broken rib cage and a snap neck. That's not for me, lads. If it was my lass and this happened, I'd just be like, yeah, chill out. For the same reason, we don't want to go to the accident and emergency tonight. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to let things slide. Sometimes you have to pick your battles. I think this is one of them. I wouldn't fancy fighting that guy, but if it came down to it, I would. But if I could avoid it, that would be the best choice. I'm just going to say, yeah, crack on. If you want to be a wild woman, then crack on.
Apologise to me right now.
Or what?
I'll get you kicked out. Ruin your big night out with the lads unless they've abandoned you on purpose.
Alright, sorry.
He was a big fairy. Well done.
Thanks for letting me handle that.
No worries. Here.
Double thanks.
Looks good in you.
Thank you.
It goes well with the pentagram, so.
Yeah, it does.
She has grown on me. I think she's actually pretty normal-ish beneath that, like, ridiculous... I actually agree with the other guy, with that ridiculous
Okay.
costume she was wearing.
Oh, yeah, no, hang on.
Honestly, it's cool.
Split the bill. 61 quid,
No,
split
I
it.
appreciate the offer, but could we split it?
Go on then.
Oh, she offered to pay there, did she? Yeah, definitely split the bill. I thought it was the other way around there. I wasn't paying attention. Okay.
So that was really cool, Ryan.
Okay, that's changed my opinion of her. I actually quite like her now. Didn't expect it. I think, like, beneath the facade, I don't understand why people do go out there in the world in fancy dress. Like, they know how she is. She looked like something from Clockwork Orange on the first date where she had that thing on her eye. I find that a bit strange. It's got to be compensating for something. But when we've gotten to know her there, she's actually alright.
Thanks for the game, too.
Yeah, no, of course. Can't really believe you're still around after some of my truths. Are you okay getting home?
Yeah. I'll order a cab now. Fancy waiting with me?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bro, there's gonna be some freaky stuff going on tonight. Oh, Kathleen. We like Kathleen. She's like the most normal. But we'll see. Things could change.
Ryan.
Please? No, don't get up.
Hi.
The early bird catches the worm. Have you been waiting long?
No, I was just passing time with a bit of people watching. I love thinking about what brought all these humans to cross paths with me.
Tell me more. Keep them talking, lads. It makes it easier on you.
Do you have any good stories?
Yeah, that couple over there. Yeah, don't look. They're having a relationship showdown. When they arrived, he was really physically affectionate with her. But then as she became more animated, he withdrew into himself.
Do you think it's over?
She'll hear him out, but her body language suggests she's made up her mind. How do you take breakups?
Wait. I want to know, is there anything that he could do that could save the relationship?
It really depends on how unhappy she is.
It's a tough one, isn't it? I think. How I would explain it is, I think I take breakups pretty well. However, it depends how deeply you were in love with them at the time. That determines how well you take it. And also, I think on relationships, if there's a long time when you can see the breakup... Actually, I think I figured it out. If the breakup is sudden, I think sometimes it's hard to take it well. But if you weren't particularly invested, or you could see it coming over a long period of time, yeah, I think you've already become numb to it. So I say in general, you take it well, unless it's like something really sudden, then it can be a real shock to the system.
Well, if someone doesn't want to be in the relationship, I don't think there's any point trying to make them stay.
True.
I think you have to respect their decision. And I think you need to respect yourself enough.
Preach, brother.
Walk away.
That takes a lot of maturity, especially through something that can feel humiliating. Unless you weren't that invested in the first place. And
Exactly. Exactly.
No comment.
Cheers.
It's very good wine.
It is French.
My knowledge on wine is not fantastic.
Old world would be like French, like European.
California newer.
Yeah.
How is the studying going?
Well, I've been living in the library, but what's new there? We did cover an interesting topic, though. You know how we have different styles of learning and communication? Well, broadly speaking, there are two distinct ways of thinking. Emotional
Right way and the wrong
or
way.
rational.
All right.
Okay, can you tell what I am?
I can evaluate you, but I take no responsibility if you don't like the results.
Oh, baby, give me this. I like quizzes like
We
this.
are on a second date, so a bad evaluation also reflects on you.
That is true. All right, let's do this. So, how are you at making new friends? Do you actively engage with everyone and anyone, or are you a lone wolf?
Can I not be somewhere in between? Like that I'm selective with my company.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a lone wolf.
One side of the spectrum.
A lone wolf, yeah. I've got a select group of people. I don't really engage with any others outside of that group.
I mean, I can socialize when I need to.
As we can see.
Yes. Most of the time, I would prefer my own company. I mean, I guess you could call me a loner.
No, not at all. I definitely appreciate an introverted energy.
What's the next question?
This is a good one.
Come on,
Does
then.
seeing other people cry move you to cry yourself?
Okay, that is very specific.
Oh,
Not
these
really.
questions are rooted in psychological study.
So you didn't just get them online?
No.
Not really. I think, again, it depends. And it depends on in what situation. If I see some random cry, if I see someone cry in a movie or in the street, it doesn't affect me at all. If I see someone close to me cry, I don't know if I want to cry myself, but I would like to try and console them. But I don't think I'm ever encouraged to cry.
Not to sound cold-hearted or anything, but no, I would only cry if I am actually directly affected by something.
True.
That's fine. We're all programmed differently. Excuse me, just popping to the loo.
Oh, I think she's got issues. I'm dying to find out what they are. Oh. Just leave it, bro. You do not want to go down that route. Not interested, mate. It's not a good look.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
What did I miss?
Not much. Wait, so what's next?
Here's a big one. Are you a planner or a spur-of-the-moment person?
So am I calculated or spontaneous?
That's a more erudite way of putting it.
Erudite, what?
Like articulate.
Planner.
Yes, articulate, yes.
For anything big, I'm definitely a planner. For some things, I might be spur of the moment, but I think for the majority, I had to definitely plan things out.
I have to admit, I am a serial planner. Even things you didn't think could be planned, I will have a spreadsheet.
I wouldn't go that far.
Schedule, I will have.
Well, I do love spreadsheets.
Do you break down all of your dates into a spreadsheet?
No, come on, that's too much even for me. Do people do that?
Oh, you'd be shocked.
Do you?
Next up, do you like to actively or passively participate in a narrative? So if someone is telling a story, how does it unfold in your head?
Like, do I experience it in the first or the third person?
Exactly. Do you actively visualize yourself in the action, or do you passively absorb it from a distant perspective?
It's a pretty interesting question. I've never even heard of that before. It's definitely passive. If I'm hearing a story being told out, I'm watching that story from a third person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not me. I'm just watching like a movie.
Oh, I think I'm definitely passive. I just like to sit back, watch the movie unfold, and I just don't overthink it.
I'm the same. I have enough to experience in my own life without transposing myself into others. Final question, Ryan.
Feet don't fail me now.
You can't fail.
Don't make it less dramatic.
Do you get impatient with people less efficient than yourself?
Like how the waiter hasn't taken our food order yet.
Oh, awkward. I think it's order at the bar.
Ooh, I guess I'll let
Do
him
I
off
get
that one
frustrated
then.
at people less efficient than myself? Yeah, I would say yes. At times, yeah. I don't think I get... For this instance, of not getting served at a restaurant, don't think I get that frustrated. I just make it known, you know what I mean, that we haven't been served. But I think in a workplace environment, it depends if they're taking the piss or not. I don't actually know what it is. I'm going to say no, because I've worked with people that aren't necessarily as efficient at me at the job. But as long as they're not taking the piss, it doesn't matter. I think I can get away with that.
I think getting impatient is pointless. Like, what do
True.
you actually gain from getting upset at someone else's shortcomings? It doesn't change
Yeah.
anything.
Very little. You just overburden yourself with angst.
Or, I mean,
I
you just
agree.
end up discouraging others.
Patience is a virtue.
So, what is the verdict?
Based on your answers, you are a rational thinker. You are logic-focused and pragmatic. You prefer to analyze concrete details in a situation.
Is that good for dating?
Some people date successfully by ticking a set of boxes.
Okay, but you also need an emotional connection too.
Yeah, like anything, you need an emotional connection to balance out the rationality.
Well, that's very interesting.
Like the pop culture influence on behavioral
Modeling and attraction dynamics. And I think that that's something that's really relevant right now, especially with like all the reality dating shows.
Like, what do you do if you're not studying?
I like to read, which is just studying,
Not
isn't
far
it?
off it.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me just say something there. I think out of the two, she's definitely my number one pick at the minute. But if she's like obviously she's a big part of her life and personality is this psychology that she's studying. Would someone that is studying psychology, so hear me out, they're not necessarily a master of it yet, they just know what they've read in textbooks and they haven't actually experienced by practicing as a psychologist. would they be pretty easy to manipulate in a early dating setting when they don't have a lot of data to analyze? So they haven't known you for a long period of time, only a short time. If you knew that, you could act in a way that maybe she would appreciate more just to get her into bed. I bet you could, because obviously we went down the rational thinker thing there, and if you hear her talk about some things that's possibly a negative trait, you could just say the opposite, couldn't you? I mean, it's not as if she's got the factual data to judge you on such an early stage in the relationship. I don't know, it's interesting, it's food for thought. Because I think she'll be trying to analyse everything which could be a detriment to her. Landon.
Who's getting that third date?
We know who's getting the third date.
No commentary, please.
He's scrolling.
Scrolling back. Oh.
I've got an idea. Wait there. Wait till this stops. I'm going to see if I can back up my save game so I can see what the third date is like for both people. Hold on. I've got good ideas, mate. I've always got good ideas. Right. I've backed up the save game. We'll go with my primary choice, which is definitely Kathleen. And then we'll do this, and then we can always load the save game back up and then pick her to see how it goes.
Push the button. Push the button. Don't make me do it. The button. Ready?
No, wait.
Go!
She's definitely going to go on a date with us.
Hello, Kathleen. It is Ryan here speaking. How are you doing? I'm fine. I was wondering if you were free at all this week, and if you wanted to maybe meet up and maybe get dinner, take a break from the library. Yeah? Okay, yes, that sounds great. I will get back in touch, and I'll send you on some details or something. Okay, bye.
It's just me. This guy's a bit of a fairy, isn't he? Like,
Amazing.
bro.
How amazing.
God.
You did sound like you were selling a mortgage.
True, you did.
Send you on some details.
I didn't know what to say. What do you say?
Bro, if you need to ask someone on a date over the phone, you just say, yeah, do you want to go out on a date? This time, this place. And if they can't, they'll normally give you a time back, which you can then negotiate. But don't be like stuttering everything. I like you. Can we go on a date? No, just here. Do you want to go out again? 7 o'clock Friday. Gonna go and get some steak and chips, baby. Kathleen, did that say the quiet one?
Evening.
Yeah. Good evening yourself.
Lovely little spot you found here, right at the bar.
Yes, this is where all the action is. Oh, would you like a drink?
Oh, yes, please.
Have you noticed it's the same bar that we took the goth chick to?
Nibbles?
Oh, always.
What would you like?
White wine, please.
Gonna get smashed, man.
Thank you very much, sir.
Ooh, chili on tortilla chips. Oh, the Brits do some interesting things, don't they?
Don't get me started.
Is this romantic or is this silly?
I don't know. Here, have a tortilla chip. There you go. Cheers.
Cheers. This is my first proper dinner date since my last relationship.
Was it a regular thing?
Not when it wasn't cooked by me. He wanted me to do all the domestic duties.
And you didn't want to be a housewife.
No. Playing devil's advocate, though, I was a student and he was earning all of the household income.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there was
fair
a
enough.
compromise you could have found.
We never did. He wanted me to quit my studies, and the rest is history.
So you did you, and you stuck to what you wanted to do. I respect that. That takes guts.
Is there an income setup that you would prefer?
Well, living in London is pretty hard on either these days.
I know. What even is a living wage in this city?
Yeah, I think you're well and truly up shit creek if you're living in London and you expect any type of good work-life balance, it's going to be all work unless you're a really high earner, because it's ridiculous down there. But I don't know, from what she said, she was in a relationship where she was with a high earner, paid all the bills, but at the same time I understand how she was studying at the same time, and studying can take up a lot of your time. I actually probably wouldn't even have enough. To be fair, it's actually quite a tricky situation talking about this, because I would say a dual income household is much better than a single income, but for most people anyway. Even though she was in a relationship with someone that's a high earner and paid all the bills, must let her live there for free, but he wanted her to do all the chores in the house, I don't necessarily think that's fair, because she's studying, which at times is a full-time job. Do you know what I mean? I think that might be a little bit unfair. Don't get us wrong, she could probably contribute if she had a part-time job or something, but studying is key. I think she was, well, depending on how her life turns out in the long run, it may or may not have been a bad decision, but I think I would have probably chose the decision that she chose, was to finish her studies. I think that was a good idea. My answer to this question is, for a relationship setup, I think a dual income setup is my preferred choice.
I would say a dual income, probably. I mean, it's not really like back in the day where one person's income would be enough to sustain an entire household. I think that financial security is really important in a long-term relationship.
More than emotions?
Yeah, but emotions thrive in a stable environment.
That's really hard for me to hear. It'll be 2 or 3 more years before I earn a proper income.
Look,
well, I'm not moving in within 3 years.
Way too early to be even having these conversations anyway.
I know, but still good to know.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, I'm not going to support you for 3 years.
Thank you for coming today.
That's a really great spot. It's public but private. People open up more in intimate settings.
Do they? Okay, well, tell me something new then.
Bro, is she looking for a free ride to get through her studies? I think she actually is. Bro, she's over here from America trying to get a visa, and she's working here to get a work visa. No way. What on earth is going on here? Yeah, don't expect me to be supporting you for 3 years while you get your studies. And then imagine if you did and then she just shut off. It would be a complete waste of your time. Nah, bruv, it's not going to happen.
I've got a scar under my hair.
Oh, how did that happen?
Actually, there's something else I should tell you.
No, I want to know about the scar.
I'm in the middle of divorce proceedings.
Right. Fine.
It's uncharted territory for me.
Bit of a red flag.
I've got this far with since my marriage ended. We've been separated for 2 years. My education was the big problem. I couldn't contribute financially, and I wasn't willing to have a child before I graduated.
Fair enough.
He couldn't wait. I totally understand if that's an issue. I'm so sorry again.
What's the issue? I don't understand what the issue is. So wait there. I don't even know what she's asking here. Is she straight up asking me if I'm just going to support her from now on out? That's not going to happen. We're bloody on a bloody second date. What? Lads, I can't even decipher this. This is far beyond the realm of understanding. How can you not support yourself? Lad, surely if she's studying, she's got a way to support herself. Get a job. Like, it might... I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. Is this going to be a problem? Well, it's not going to be a problem because we're just dating. Like, you can't expect... I don't know. For no, it's not going to be a problem date. Oh, unless she's talking about the fact that she's going through divorce proceedings. Is that going to be a problem? That's not going to be a problem at all. I mean, I understand the situations happen. You're being separated for 2 years, but then you only decide to go through divorce proceedings. Nah, okay, that's not an issue.
No, look, it doesn't bother me one iota. Past is the past.
Thank you, Ryan.
I want your academic opinion on something.
Oh, golly.
Are we compatible? Like, what are our prospects beyond this?
Well, we wouldn't have made it this far if we weren't at least a little bit compatible. But there is still one area that we don't have much data on.
And what is that?
Bedroom.
Sexual compatibility.
I knew it.
It
Come on,
can be
baby.
developed over time, but normally it's better if it's there from the start.
I agree.
Okay, aside from, you know, the obvious way, is there a way for us to estimate what that compatibility would be?
With theory? What kind of lover are you? I mean,
I'm like
in
a-
a nutshell, I don't need the playbook.
I'm like a wild gorilla in the bedroom. I'm not. I'm not. I don't know. Because I think it's easy to say you're adventurous, but at the same time, I'm not really into some freaky deaky stuff, you know what I mean? I don't want anything hanging out the back of me, if that makes sense. I would say romantic, to be fair. I think I do prefer that. That's my preferred style, I think. This, well, I think there's definitely things you do in the bedroom that are quite adventurous. I don't think that's what I would primarily describe it as, you know what I mean? It's what you come to enjoy with your partner. I'll go with romantic. I think that's a better way to describe it.
I am a romantic. Yeah. Candles, maybe some slow jazz music.
I wouldn't go that far, mate.
Rose Massage.
Slow
Yes.
and steady.
Yes.
Very sensual.
That's
Yeah.
she's nailed it. That's
I
the one.
prefer it to be an emotional as well as a physical experience.
For sure. Personally, though, I like things a little kinkier.
Like what though? I can work on it.
So surprised.
I'm not. No,
I can work with it.
I haven't. No. Kinky.
I still need to gather some data before my hypothesis. If you had to pick, do you prefer to give or receive?
I mean,
Give.
you stressed the had because you knew I would have said both.
Oh, you are very smart. Has anyone ever told you that?
Yes, actually, yeah, they have. It was almost
Give,
as sarcastic
definitely.
as you just did. I am a giver. Definitely.
Your reasons being?
Well, I mean, I actually enjoy it, for one thing.
I like to deliver the goods.
It's also much better when both people are having fun, because otherwise it kind of just feels a bit like servicing.
That's a nice way to put it.
Also, it is a little bit of an ego boost if you can make the other person feel good.
If your technique is good. Those are very valid reasons. You are an attentive lover indeed.
Listen, I'll tell you why, right? I'm gonna break this down really easy for you. Definitely a giver, right? Because me personally, what I do, I like to just make sure my partner's had an excellent time, and then I just enjoy myself after that. And you've got no worries, have you? You know what I mean? Boom, serviced. Like she said, serviced, and then sort myself out. That's the best way to do it, lads.
Okay, what do you want to know next?
That's all I really needed.
Okay. Well, what's the verdict?
Contrary to what I said, sexual chemistry is actually best discovered firsthand.
Obviously.
Okay.
Let's
That
do it, baby.
wasn't an invitation.
Oh, come on now.
But I appreciate you being so open and honest.
Okay.
Only a half pint. Very conservative.
Yeah, I just don't want to get too smashed too early, you know?
I do.
Barkeep, can we get some more wine for this one, man? So, what are you doing tomorrow?
Books. Oh, thank you. Hopefully, I'll be able to retain some information. Wine tends to give me brain fog. So I'm thinking I should ask where your head's at.
Are we not still on the casual dating stage?
We are. I just don't want either of us to waste our time.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can appreciate that.
I think we should definitely try for a relationship. I think she's alright. I think that's the type of girl I would go for out of all the choices we had. She's pretty normal. She's quite intelligent. Yeah, I mean, lads, It's not a simple, very simple criteria. I just like pretty normal person. I don't want no weird looking Batman, Batwoman, Catwoman walking about with weird clothes on. I just want someone that's normal.
I really like you, Kathleen. I feel like we have connected in loads of different ways, and I would like to see if it could progress beyond casual dating, and I really hope you feel the same.
Yeah, I do feel the same.
Yeah. Lads, she even kisses
Not
nice.
giving you any more data for the compatibility test.
Sorry, I think I'm gonna need a bigger sample size.
Oh, okay.
Nailed it. Absolutely smashed out the park. Ryan and Kathleen are now an item. All you know. His IQ has already increased by 25. Look at that, man. Absolutely nailed it. Probably got 5 kids already. Nailed it. Right, tell you what, can we skip this? Right, let's. These are just the credits, so let me go to exit game. Oh, we can't do it from here, can we? We might be able to do it from here. 1 second, let me try something. Let me see if I can reload the save game. And we'll do the date with the goth chick. Right, I've just done some jiggery pokery. Let's see if it's worked. Oh no, okay, so that doesn't work. I have to actually leave the game. Right, okay. Right, let me see. This one. Copy. Paste. Right, fingers crossed this will work, lads. I hope it has. Because I don't fancy going through all that again just to try and see what she's like. Oh, we did it. Right, okay. Right, we're going to take the goth chick out, see how it goes. So we know we succeeded on the date with the regular chick, which was the number 1 choice. But let's go for the number 2.
Hello, Azalea. It is Ryan speaking from the other night. How are you? I'm very good. I was wondering if you would like to maybe get some dinner, some drinks or something? Yeah? Yeah. Yes. Okay. Great. Okay, I will send you a message. I know a cool bar we can go to. Sound good? Yeah.
Don't tell me he's taken out of the same bar that we were on the last date.
Yeah.
I bet you it is.
Yeah. She said yeah.
She said yes! You're not going to be terminally alone.
What's in a name? That looks like a different place.
Sorry, I'm late. I was hand washing your jumper.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. And you aren't late, by the way.
Apology retracted then. Who's that on your screensaver?
That is my best mate, Misha.
Oh, you guys look cute together.
No.
That's a bit weird.
How come? She's gorgeous.
I don't know.
She is
it's
gorgeous.
Just never a thing.
There's always a reason, even if
It's
it's a
just-
simple one.
Simple one. There's only one right answer to this. Even if you did feel attracted to her, do not say that. That is red flag number 1. You've got to say there's just no attraction there.
We just didn't fancy each other. We really are not each other's types.
Why do I feel bad for you guys?
Oh, don't. It was a great foundation to start off a friendship. Like, we are unequivocally unattracted to each other.
Well, luckily for you, attraction is very subjective.
Yeah. I mean, one woman's trash could be another woman's treasure. It sounded better in my head. Food.
God, we like food. Burger time. Quadruple, triple, heart attack cheeseburger.
What are you thinking?
They got a lot of vegan options.
No.
Organic vegan tapas spread. Fancy giving it a whirl?
Sounds dog shit.
Get it.
Do you cook?
I don't know. Is I don't know if you'd call it superficial, but I genuinely think that I don't think I'd be able to cope going out with a vegan. Anybody that doesn't eat meat, it's just eating food together is such a. I think eating food together is an excellent thing to do in a relationship. It brings you together. You can just enjoy each other's company, but to have to like piss about with specific things and vegan options, and because not everywhere does vegan food, you'll be dragged to go to vegan specific places. I just think, bro, just want a burger with cows hanging out of it, covered in cow juice and milk. That's all I want. Like, I think that might be a problem. And you know, if you were going out with a vegan, right, would they expect you to brush your teeth before you kissed them after eating a burger? Like, do you think that's a thing? I don't know how it works. I don't know what the rules and regulations are on veganism like.
Quite like you.
No, never.
You're gonna love this. It's my favourite.
That's not a meal.
What's the verdict?
Remind me of everything.
We had patatas bravas, fried vegan cheese balls, vegan empanadas, garlic and parsley stuffed mushrooms, and my personal favourite, padron peppers.
Again, lads, same thing. This is in a situation where there's only one correct answer. I wouldn't be as disrespectful to her in this situation to say it would be better with meat. It most certainly would be better with meat. Everything's better with meat. Ice cream's better with meat. But I just go, tastes great. Don't get me wrong, it probably does taste great because it's covered in loads of flavourings, which is exactly what you need to do to food like that to make it taste great. It's a bit like chicken. Nobody enjoys chicken. They like chicken because you can cover it in loads of stuff that tastes good. You know what I mean? It's like toast or anything. You don't just go, oh, I love eating bread. No, I like eating toast because I can cover it in either Nutella or butter. You don't just enjoy. It's just chicken and bread are just a means to consume something else that's tasty. Simple as that.
To be honest, I am actually a little bit surprised I didn't even miss the meat.
Don't say that, bro. She'll call you that.
How do they get that much flavour into the empanadas?
Well, I think I tasted some sauteed mushrooms, some onion, pepper, and a shit ton of herbs.
Exactly.
Do you know what the herb was? There was.
I think it was like basil.
Oh, I thought it was coriander.
That's the thing though, right? That tasted great because it was covered in all this shit. Bro, you could scoop some pigeon shit off the ground, cover it in the Colonel's special fried herbs and spices, and it would still taste good. Like, it means nothing.
Definitely not coriander.
I don't cook very frequently, so.
Tastes like soap. Obviously, most countries' cuisines are meat dominant, but I feel like our generation are going plant-based in a meaningful way.
Yeah, I mean, for us growing up, most of the dinners we would have had at home would have been meat.
Same, beef, pork, veal, lamb, rabbit, you name it. Bloody oysters.
It's very fancy.
Yeah, they are.
Does she like oysters?
My real
What?
name?
Oyster.
It's
A real name?
Tallulah Fordingham.
Fordingham.
Yeah,
The mother.
that Fordingham.
I see. Your family is a massive deal.
Tallulah wanted to disassociate from them because Azalea is an activist against everything they stand for.
I thought they met in the porn
So-
industry.
Are there any causes that you're passionate about?
Yeah, but what exactly about them didn't you like?
The list includes elitist attitudes, questionable political involvement, and a cherry on the top, fox hunting.
Yeah, I don't agree with fox hunting at all. I don't think it's necessary. It's. What's the question? Oh, do I have a cause that I like fighting for? Thing is though, I do believe in equality, but it depends on her definition of equality. Lads don't particularly care about environmental issues. I've got to be honest with you. I don't care. I just want to drive a car that petrol's cheap in it. And as selfish as that sounds, that's the fact of the matter. I don't particularly care. The environment isn't going to change in my lifetime enough for me to give a shit about it. So, nah. Equality, yeah, I think that's good.
Simply, the biggest cause I believe in would be equal rights for everyone.
Isn't it crazy that something so simple is an ideal?
Changing a mindset doesn't happen overnight.
Are you active or passive in your actions to affect change? After all,
Passive.
most prejudices are invisible.
Yeah,
Passive.
I'd say many aren't even conscious a lot of the time.
That's on microaggressions.
Yeah, I'm not active in it. I believe in it. But, yeah, now practice it. Like equality, like I would say that I agree with equal pay, and that is a thing that happens. Everywhere I've worked, everywhere in the UK, I can't speak for other countries, but equal pay is equal. It's as simple as that, so that's not an issue. But I mean more like to be active, you'd have to push for things that I think a lot of equality as well comes from, like people with disabilities that are disadvantaged. I think you'd have to have some sort of charities or stuff to be active in that, to make sure that places have got access for people with motor functions that are in wheelchairs and stuff. That was a big push earlier on in my lifetime. But at the minute, yeah, definitely passive. I'm not an activist at all, although I do believe in it.
I just treat everyone the same. You know, I would hope that over time, a lot of those isms would fade away as society became more forward-thinking.
Why not catalyze that process by calling things out throughout step? It's
Can't be asked.
It's not enough to be non-racist, non-sexist.
Oh, no.
We have to be anti-racist, anti-sexist, etc. I believe that being anti-isms is one of the only ways to educate people.
100%. Like, I respect people who can do that. What I'm saying is, it's not really in my nature.
I don't get it. What does it mean? What does it mean to be anti-racist? What does it mean to be anti-sexist? Because for that, you'd have to have a clear definition of what racist and a sexist is. And I don't think there's a clear or an agreed clear definition of it. Obviously, there's a definition of it in the dictionary, but I don't think there's an agreed social definition of it, because everybody's definitions differ of what those things are. So to say you're, and like for example, if someone, okay, let me put it this way: if someone you knew was racist, which I don't think I know of anyone that's genuinely racist. Do I know people that tell racist jokes and say massively culturally insensitive things? 100% happens all the time. Do I think these people treat anybody that's different from themselves harshly or differently, or wish them bad or wish them lower pay? Definitely not. That's the thing. Like, I don't know. I think it's a tough one, because I'm pretty chilled, laid back about these things. If one of my mates was racist, if we were in public, but this could be counted for anything that's embarrassing. If he said something that was racist, and I was like, hey mate, I'd tell him that's not appropriate. You know what I mean? Or if it wasn't meant in a nasty way, you'd probably just let it slide. But I think people like this want to be like, oh yes, you have to call it out and make a big deal of it. Bro, I don't know about that, lads. It's just too much of a big deal. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's causing more pain on yourself than it is actively changing anything. You're just trying to be some sort of martyr for other people's problems. I don't think that's the way to live your life. I think you'll be a very miserable person if you take on that role as anti-sexist, anti-racist. It's not a good look. I think if that's the case, being in a relationship with somebody like that, you'd be worn down to the bone. You would be a shell of your former self having to deal with that shit every day.
Do you fancy something sweet?
Not full one, but I might have a nibble of yours if you're cool with that.
No problem.
What's for dessert?
Me. Bro, that is comedy genius. But no, we're trying to play this properly on what we would actually do in real life. I'm definitely not going for a pineapple sorbet. I want something chocolatey. Lads, if you don't get chocolate for a dessert, are you even a human being?
Well, I have a surprise for you. Well, it's actually more of a digestif than a dessert, but...
Kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Smells interesting.
Sorry, this is another thing back on the topic we've just been talking about. Have you ever met a happy activist? I don't think activists can be happy because the things that they're fighting for will never. Lads, we live in the. If you live in a Western society, America, England, Europe, well, the majority of Europe, it's the best place you could ever live. Western societies are phenomenal. They're so easy. Life's not even hard here. So the problems that you're fighting for in Western societies are insignificant at best, which means you're very rarely ever going to achieve what you're an activist for, which means your entire life will be filled with fake struggle for a cause you will never find a conclusion to. It's just a slippery slope of pain and suffering. And the problem is when people get started on something to be an activist about, it becomes their entire personality, their entire life, and they can't separate themselves from it at a later date because they're too far in. Do you know when you go so deep in something that you have to see it through to the end just because of pride? I think that's what happens.
Did you make it yourself?
No, don't worry. I ordered it online, so it has been properly made.
Where from?
It is from Guatemala. No, it is from Guadeloupe.
Really wild flavour.
Yeah?
It's made of wild crocodiles.
Ooh. Oh. No, I'm still getting used to it. Oh, sick. You're just chugging that down, aren't you?
I'm not a surprise person, but I appreciate the effort.
I did a bit of research. It's it's come from a little small local farm in Guadeloupe.
Nice. Brian.
Yeah. What?
Look, I think you're a great guy, just not for me.
Fine.
Just wanted to be upfront right now.
All right, man. A few more drinks in. We'll have a good night.
Thank you for being honest. You okay?
Bathroom. Where's the bathroom?
Bro, listen. What's he doing? What's he looking at?
Azalea?
I don't get it. What's happened? Is she allergic to something?
Look, it was a misadventure.
Anything could have happened. Just because it didn't turn out right this time doesn't mean it's not going to in the future.
Well, look, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's for me. I'm just going to take a little bit of a break, I think, for a little bit.
That's okay. Onwards and
Oh,
upwards, eh?
bro.
Yes.
Yes.
You help me a bit more this next time, okay?
I promise. I'm always here for you.
I don't know that I want your help, though. No, I will take it. I will take it, okay? Yeah. Okay.
Don't beat yourself
Oh,
up
love
about it,
you.
mate.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Ryan's search for love continues. Good, mate, because don't settle for that. Your life would have been a lifetime of pain if you had gotten in a relationship with her. It was good that we met her. No ill will towards her, but she's a bit fucking weird. Sorry, like she's a bit weird. She's got massive family issues. She's broken with her family because of listen. Imagine breaking up with your family because of a weird political ideal that you've got. That's fucked up. That's dysfunctional. Listen, you can have different opinions with people. It doesn't mean, like, mate, I've got different opinions from a lot of my friends. We all have different opinions out there. We're not all one hive mind. It doesn't mean I don't speak to them because they think differently to me. That's fucking messed up, bro. You know what I mean? It's such a strange thing. But to do that to your family because of, I don't know, that's just strange to me. I understand it happens, but it shouldn't. So yeah, imagine if that was the same. There's no way that relationship would work out because I've got different thoughts to her, and she wants someone that's just she wants all of the activism in her life. So be it. Right, lads, what we'll do is we'll exit the game. I'll put back in my save game from when we successfully dated the normal girl, the number one pick. I don't think it matters because I think we'll have to create a new game so we can date the other two girls. Okay, lads, hope you enjoyed the episode. See you in the next one.